We're live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our weekly business opportunity call. Tonight, we are going to be telling you all about our incredible products and our from home business opportunity, which I'm sure you can all agree is absolutely perfect timing right now. So, we have got up first our lovely, lovely Paula, who is going to be telling you all about our amazing products.
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, guys. Welcome to this evening's call. As Sarah said, I am Paula, and I'm going to be sharing with you our amazing Juice Plus products. Now, our products are the most researched nutritional products in the world. There's absolutely nothing like them anywhere in the world. And anyone who takes them just really does get amazing health benefits. But they're all backed by 40 gold standard clinical studies. And I'm going to run through them as we go. So I'm going to start off with our premium capsules. They are a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. They go straight into they're totally bioavailable. They go straight into the bloodstream, and they feed every single cell in your body with all the antioxidants and phytonutrients and all the things that help to keep you healthy from fruits and vegetables. So I'm going to run through it a bit more detail. If we go on to the next slide, please, James. But they're absolutely amazing, are they? They're the premium capsules. I've been taking them for 6 years now, and honestly the energy that I've got from them is absolutely amazing, and I haven't had one day sick since I started taking them. And at the moment everyone needs to boost their immune system, and that's what works for me. So you can see on this slide here that basically not enough people are eating enough fruits and vegetables. So you can see here almost 90% of adults are not getting enough vegetables. Now, I can't actually see this slide because my computer wouldn't work, so I'm on my phone and I can't actually see it. So read along, and you can see there. But basically, 90% of almost 90% of people are not getting enough vegetables, and also with fruits, so just not getting enough. So that means that if you're not getting enough, you're not healthy enough, basically. So that's where our fruits and vegetable capsules come in, and they just bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. And you can see here when you go over to the kids, it gets even there's even less eating what they should be eating, and youngsters there as well. So getting fruits and vegetables into your diet at the moment is so important. And as you know, we're not, this is just helping us. Thanks, James. If you could pop onto the next slide. So our blend of the fruits and vegetables and berries, you can see here we've got 10 fruits in our capsules. So every day you can get all of those fruits that you can see there into your diet. So you're getting oranges, apples, cherries, mango, and so on. But you're not just getting just the fruit that you would be eating. When you go to the supermarket, you'll get your oranges. You basically just eat the orange inside. Here you're getting the whole food, so you just that's what they're, whole food supplements. So they're not anything like vitamins that people think that they're doing really good by taking their vitamins at the moment. Most vitamins are just synthetic based. They're not absorbed by the body, they're not recognized by the body, and they're just really basically flush through. With ours, they're whole food supplements, so you're getting all the food from the fruits and vegetables. You can see here with the vegetables, you're getting every single day, you're getting 10 vegetables: kale, spinach, broccoli, cabbage, all of those vegetables that you probably would, you don't even like to eat. Not everybody likes to eat the leafy greens, but they're absolutely packed full of essential nutrients. And so you can just, in a very easy and convenient way, just get your 10 vegetables every single day. And then onto the berries here, you've got berries that you've probably never even heard of, let alone eaten. And again, every single day. So you're getting, bilberries, blueberries, cranberries, You know, and berries, you know, you can't get them all year round, and if you can, they're not very good quality, and they're certainly really expensive during the winter months. So, and in the winter months is when we need our berries more, because they're packed full of antioxidants that help to boost our immune system. So you're getting 10 berries every single day. So there you go. There's your 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries in your capsules. They're absolute genius. Help to keep you healthy. Thanks, James. Thanks, James. So you can see here, this is Bill, our cranberry farmer. So we've got our farms all over the world for all of our different fruits and vegetables. And they're specially picked for their quality. We're the biggest buyer of kale in the world. And as I said, here's our cranberry farmer. What they do is they grow all the fruits and vegetables, all the crops to their peak ripeness. So basically all the nutrition, you know, comes in right at the end. So you get all of the nutrition. So unlike the ones that you see in the supermarket that have been picked for weeks in advance because they've got to be transported to wherever they've got to go to, they then got to sit in the supermarket for however long, and then, you know, sit in your fruit bowl or your fridge before you actually eat them. So they have to be picked so much in advance before otherwise they just go off. So with the Juice Plus, they you know, they pick them right at the very end. So you're getting all of the lovely nutrition in, all of the essential nutrients. They then juice them at a speed that keeps the nutrition in. They take away water, the sugar, and fiber. So they're completely safe for people with diabetes. And then they dry them at a temperature that keeps all of the nutrition in. And then what's left is just the freeze dried. They're just encapsulated into the capsules that I've just shown you them. Thanks, James. So that's the capsules for adults well, children can take them as well. But children, we've also got this amazing Healthy Starts for Families program. Plus, you know, they're just committed to helping people from every age. So children from the age of 4 up to 21, if they're in full-time education, as part of our Healthy Starts for Families, can get their capsules or chewables, depending on their age, absolutely free with any adult order. So all of the family can be healthy at the same time, and your children are getting them free, which is an absolute no-brainer. Anyone with children knows how difficult it can be to get particularly vegetables inside their children. And if they're not getting the vegetables, then they're not getting the nutrition. If they're not getting the fruits, they're not getting the nutrition. So, you know, as parents, it's very important that we get this nutrition inside our children. So this is where these are just absolutely fantastic. So if they have the chewables, children think they're having sweets, but they're actually having their fruits and vegetables, and they're absolutely delicious as well. So no children would turn them away. So they're getting every day their broccoli and kale and spinach and all the vegetables and fruits that I mentioned just before. We've had over 1.5 million children all over the world taking part in our Healthy Starts for Families, with 96% showing health benefits. So my daughter is one of them. She's actually been taking the she's chewables and capsules. She's gone to capsules now for 6 years. She started when she was 5. She's now 12, and she hasn't had one day sick since. And during before then, up to the age 5, she always got, you know, numerous colds a year, and absolutely not one sniffle since. So I know that they're working for us as a family. Thanks, James. So there's the chewables. They're the pouches that they come in, and honestly, they should have a warning in with them, because they're absolutely fantastic. They're so delicious. So you can see here they're actually fruits and vegetables, but they're not. They're in their sweeties, but real fruits and vegetables. Thanks, James. So you can see here some of the statistics from taking the capsules. You've got over 71%. I can't actually see this, so you'll have to read it. But basically, I think it's 71% eating less fast foods and soft drinks. You've got 89%. You're going to have to just read this ourselves. Sorry about this. But basically, we've got less doctor's visits, less prescription drugs, and eating more fruits and vegetables. Because what you put into your body starts to crave. And because you put in so much nutrition into your body every single day, your body starts, you start naturally craving healthier foods. So it's all part of a really healthy lifestyle. You know, don't be surprised if you give these to your children and your children suddenly start saying, you know, Mummy, Daddy, can I have some broccoli? Can I have some spinach? You know, things that they never even would have touched before, because they just, that's how it works in the body. Thanks, James. It's really difficult doing this on my phone because I really can't see the screen. So here's some of our science. We've got 40 gold standard clinical studies support backing the outstanding health benefits. And at the moment, we've got really what we need at the moment is to be boosting our immune systems for any winter with all the colds and flus, but especially with what's going on in the world at the moment. Juice Plus, the capsules, have got 4 clinical studies, 4 of the best studies that are out there, gold standard clinical studies, showing that they support the immune system. We've got clinical studies showing that they help to support the oxidative stress. We've got skin health. So anyone who wants glowing skin, younger skin, or if you've got any skin issues, it can certainly help with that. My dad had really bad eczema for 20 years, absolutely nothing worked. Only 3 months on the premium capsules, the fruits, vegetables and berries, and it completely cleared up. That's 6 years ago. Of course, we can't make any claims because everybody's body is different. Well, it helps because it helps to feed your body at a cellular level, and we've got the science there to back that up. Help with dental, there's a dental study, oxidative stress, also cardiovascular health, and also immune reduce inflammation as well. And it's really important to keep your inflammation levels low, because otherwise that's where ill health and disease can start to crop up. So it just helps they help to every single cell of the body. Thanks, James. So as well as our fruits and vegetables, berries, we've got our amazing vegan plant-based omegas. Now, these are not like any omegas that you'll have seen before, because one, they're not made of fish oil, so you don't get any of the nasty fish taste and smell, and you don't get the plastic residues and the toxins and mercuries that can be in anything to do with fish. And also, instead of it just being 3 and 6, we've got a blend of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And you can see here that they're from the algae oil, which is what the fish eats in the bottom of the sea. And then normally they get the oils from the fish, which is basically algae oil that they're getting. We go straight to the source, miss out the fish, and get the oil straight from there. And also pomegranate seeds, and you can see all the list of seeds and oils there. So basically the best omegas that are out there, and that's where we get them from. Now, omegas are really good for brain health, cardiovascular health, skin health, your joints, and really good for hormones as well. So, and brain health as well, really good for brain health. So our bodies don't make omegas. We need to get it from our diet, and like fruits and vegetables, we're just not getting enough. So to keep your body healthy, these are pretty essential to, supplement in the right way, and with the plants much better in my view than putting all the just the fish oils of 3 and 6 in. Thanks, James. So as well as the capsules, we've got our amazing complete range. Now, I absolutely love this range, like all the others. What complete means is basically it's a complete meal. If you want to have it as a meal or a complete snack, basically, if the products here, if they're on a plate, they'd have everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. So you've got almost 20 grams of plant protein, you've got carbohydrates from root vegetables, we've got the fruits and vegetables from the capsules, And you've also got dietary fibre and the right kind of fat. So when you're having these, you don't think like, oh, I'm cutting corners, I'm not having the nutrition my body needs. You're actually probably getting more nutrition than what you would, you know, with something else that you might choose. So they're amazing. Say for the shakes, the plant protein shakes, vanilla and chocolate, fantastic choice to have as a healthy breakfast, as a healthy on-the-go snack, pre and post workout, amazing, really safe for pregnant ladies, breastfeeding, as also but also for people who want to lose weight, because you can have all the nutrition you need and you can replace a meal with only 220 calories. They're absolutely delicious too. The bars are delicious, and the soups this time of year, I'm absolutely loving the soups as well, and so convenient as well. Thanks, James. And then we've got our newest addition to the Juice Plus family. We've got our Uplift, which is an instant energy drink. So unlike the other energy drinks that you might commonly see that are packed full of caffeine from chemicals and sugars, and not got any health benefits. In fact, you know, the absolute opposite, they're unhealthy. And you get that kind of spike. Here we've got, it's all natural, all from plants. You can see the list of plants there, and the caffeine comes from a plant as well. It's natural caffeine from a yerba mate plant, and it's packed full of B vitamins, which help to give you the energy that you need to be, you know, to feel great. So amazing if you just want to have like that afternoon pick me up, or if you're a tired mom, you've been up with your kids, or, you know, whatever reason, you just want that instant, I just need to feel a bit better at the moment. And these are really delicious as well. You just basically mix them with a bit of water, drink it, or you can get all fancy with it and put strawberries in, put it in the blender, do whatever you want. But they really are amazing. I love these at the moment. Thanks, James. So there we go. That's all the products. We've got our capsules that are for maintenance, basically, just to help. I call them my nutritional safety belt, just help to keep you healthy from every single cell of your body. You've got the complete range, which is good for maintenance, for weight maintenance, or weight loss if you want, or healthy balanced meals. And then we've got our Uplift, which is basically for performance and just a natural energy boost. So if you're not on the products, I highly recommend you give them a go. You will absolutely love them. You'll definitely get benefits. Everybody feels something, and you'll be doing your health a favour. Thanks, James, and thanks, Sarah. And thanks everyone for listening.
Absolutely amazing as always. And I absolutely love that you call them your nutritional safety belt. And I found myself that over the past few weeks, and I was like, oh, that's what Paula says. It's so true. It's always about prevention over cure, and flooding your body with such good nutrition is only going to help in the long run. Thank you. So we have got some amazing guest speakers coming on tonight to tell you about their personal journeys with the products and the business. And up first, we have got our lovely Carl.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and thanks everyone for joining the first night call. Yeah, I found Juice Plus actually at the exact right time. And I think anyone can say that who's actually on the products and in the business. But in reality, it was the start of lockdown. I'd just lost most of my full-time income. So I still had a part-time job I was getting furlough from, but I had lost basically the ability to pay most of the bills. And a friend of mine who I was working with on the last job that I did before COVID said, oh, well, I'm just going to jump onto my business online and grow that. And I said, oh, what's this? We started talking about the health benefits. We started talking about the business itself, which obviously really interested me at the time, because I was about to be a lot less of an income. But then I said, right, okay, hold on. Let me first try these products, right? I was not the healthiest guy in the world. I was a full-time smoker. I ate junk food every single day. I was drinking too much. I was basically the epitome of ill health, right? Then I started taking Juice Plus products. So I started with the capsules, the premium capsules, first of all. then I found the shakes, then I found Uplift, then I found Omegas, then I found everything in the Juice Plus catalogue. But in reality, I mean, Paula just mentioned something there. She said about don't be surprised if your kids start wanting more fruits and more veggies from taking these products. I literally was that guy, like, and I'm 30 odd years old and I'm suddenly turning into this person who wants to eat fruit and salad and veg and all this stuff every single day. And the products just took me by storm. So I introduced my friends, I introduced my family to the products, who started to see health benefits from them. Now, I'd let them tell you the stories of what happened, but you know, my mum now swears by them, my sister, my wife, my friends all swear by these products. And it was only because I'd introduced them to it and then introduced a group of friends who were all on a mission for losing weight and skin issues and hair and all these things. And everybody, including myself, saw health benefits. So obviously the business was like, wow, okay, this is going to go hand in hand. I can help pay my rent and I can help pay my bills whilst I get healthier and make a bigger network of friends and help more people and so on and so forth. And it was a mad journey. Within a few months, I'd helped pay my rent. As I mentioned, I'd seen skin improvement, I'd seen energy improvements, and it was just an amazing ride that has only just begun, because since then, I've now got a continuous residual income coming in from that. And it's, yeah, I could just advise anyone to join this business. And the fact that it's £50 and you can have a worldwide business just blew my mind. So yeah, 6 months ago, I found a company. I'm now working part-time, doing my full-time gig as well, and building a residual income on the side that just keeps growing and growing and growing. And more fun things start happening in the community. And you'll find that out when you meet all these people and you get to win different bonuses and incentives and potential flights to America that's coming up. I'm really excited about a recent announcement in the business. So yeah, I advise anyone to reach out to the person who invites you to this call and get on board, whether you try the products, the business, or both at the same time, which I highly recommend, because you're going to like it and you're going to want to tell people about it, and you don't want to be giving your upline the money, you want the money, right? Other than that, I'll pass it back over and I'll just say thank you so much for having me on board.
You are absolutely amazing, Cole. That was incredible. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us tonight. Up next, we have got our lovely Claire. I hope if you just click unmute at the bottom, Claire.
Done?
Yeah. Yes, I can. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening, everyone. My name is Claire and I have been in the business for a year. Actually, I can't believe actually, because it's gone so fast. It just seems to, and it's just true. It's just like if you have, you're having fun and stuff, the time just flies. The reason I joined the business was because obviously I had a few issues that were in my family, and obviously the jobs that I was doing were just not practical. They were like, it was like ridiculous hours. Like, it's like hospitality. I was a restaurant manager. My family never got to see me. The money was really good, but just, I was just always in work, and they needed me more at home. So I tried another couple of jobs. It didn't work. And then obviously I come across Juice Plus. At first I was a little bit kind of thinking, not too sure about this. But then I think it took me a little while, and then I decided to go for it, signed up for it. So at the same time I signed up, I got on all the products. I absolutely love the products. I dropped 2 dress sizes with the shakes, the premium capsules and the boosters. I noticed my health had improved immensely, and the best thing about it is, well, other people were starting to see a change, which was absolutely lovely. And like I said, there's not one thing I would change about this business, because obviously I can work around my family, I can work around myself. It's like when I'm finding things a little bit too hard, I can work more on my mindset and kind of, put my business aside and focus more on myself. And then you can combine the two of them together. They work really well. But like I said, it has incredible bonuses. We have an amazing team. Everyone is there always to support one another. You're never, ever left by yourself. Lots of training, lots of team meets and stuff, lots of laughs, giggles, always fun. I just love everything about the business, and I'm just so pleased that I did say yes. I mean, I could keep you here all night and go on more and more about my story, but I would have you here because I do actually have quite a big story, but, you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail. But like I said, I absolutely love everything about it. And I'm so pleased that I said yes. So there you go.
Absolutely perfect. Thank you. Look absolutely amazing. I always say you have definitely, we say about the Juice Plus glow, and you definitely Juice Plus glow.
And a lot of people always compliment about my skin, and I used to have really bad outbreaks around here. No longer have that, and it's definitely the premium capsules. I used to spend, I think it was, I can't remember, years ago, I spent about £280 on a Chanel face cream. It's ridiculous, yeah. And I actually kept, I think I've got the pot somewhere. Do you ever get some, you know, when it's empty and you think because you spent so much money on it, you've got to keep the pot? I'll have to find it. But anyway, expensive creams, I swear to God, if you give your body all the kind of nutritional values that it needs, it just does its work itself.
So true. Thank you so much, Claire. No, up next we have got our wonderful Katie.
No, I'm going to mute myself.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really well. How are you?
I'm really good. Yeah, just basically following on what from Claire said. So I joined the business for the products really, for my skin, because I had terrible skin. I'd had a rash for about 2 years. I'd gone to the doctors on and off for 2 years, been diagnosed with everything from acne to rosacea to fungal infection, and so yeah, and also like Claire was saying, I've spent a lot of money on very expensive creams, and I actually don't use anything anymore. So after 3 months of being on the premiums, my skin completely clears up. Added the Omegas in a few years back when they first came out, and I've never ever had to spend any money on skin creams at all. I use now is like some lavender oil on my skin, and yeah, and I don't, you know, fair enough if people want to spend money on their skin products, but I just don't think we need it. If you're looking after your body from within, it can heal so much. So yeah, so I joined because of the products, fell in love with the products, and then decided to kind of pursue the business. The business has done, you know, wonders for me, really, like brought out my confidence. I actually run a business. I'm a tattoo artist, and I've been a tattoo artist for 20 years, and I've got my own business for the last 16 years, my own premises. And I just knew that if I kept that, like when I started learning about the business and realized that, you know, you hear other people that own their own businesses and there's a limit to how much that they can earn. I really resonated with that, because it doesn't matter how hard you work. Well, the harder you work in a traditional business, you know, you will earn more money, but there will be a limit of how much you can earn. Whereas this type of business, there's no limit. The sky's your limit, sort of thing, which is amazing. And recently, the business took me through the lockdown, which was fantastic. And also, I have decided to take both my younger children out of school. So I'm now homeschooling, and again, it's the most amazing business to fit in around your lifestyle, however you want to, you know, you live your life. It's just fantastic, and I couldn't be more grateful and so pleased. I decided to take the opportunity 6.5 years ago, and have never ever looked back since.
Oh, Katie, that's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love hearing your story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us tonight.
It's all right.
Thank you. Up next, we have got our lovely Martin.
Hi, hello everyone. Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for inviting me and letting me share my bit of the story. So my story starts quite a few years ago when I was still living in London, and I'm also a diabetic, and I think that's also a very important part of my story, because as a diabetic I have quite a big requirements in terms of a diet. But back in 2015, I had developed some skin problems, and that was a trigger, I would say. So I had some rash, some kind of acne on my skin. I knew that even though I tried to have a good diet as a vegetarian, I wasn't eating probably the best. And, you know, I suffered from like little low energy, working late nights. I just had so gaps, as we say now. But back then I just didn't realize. And a friend of ours, mine and my girlfriend's, she recommended us Juice Plus. And I will be very honest with you guys. I just wasn't that open-minded. I was skeptical. I wish I could say, you know, I got it straight away, but I didn't. Luckily, there was my girlfriend. She said yes to the products. She got the products, and we started with the premiums. And I saw my transformation happening quite quickly. Within first maybe 2 weeks, I've seen improved energy level and better sleep. I just had that energy in the morning. When I woke up, I was rested, and eventually I could see after a few weeks that my skin got much better. And today I'm super happy that through that transformation I regained confidence. I just feel better and I look better. So for me, that was a very important change, externally. But as a diabetic, I can also assure you that it helped my sugar levels. And obviously, I'm not making any claims saying that it cured me or anything like that. No, nothing like that. But it definitely made my sugars more stable, more predictable, and more in control. And that is something that is uber important with diabetes, that you just know that you're not getting into those high sugars, low sugars, and you can be calm about your health. So for me, that was great. And the health side, I mean, I was in after a few weeks. It took me another months to see the business, to see myself in the business, because I was looking at the business from the side, and I could see it's bringing fun, community, success to my partner, but I just didn't see myself in it. And one day there was enough, and I work as a freelance videographer. I have my own self business, and I just decided that even though I could decide my hours, I was working always the same place, or the same clients, and I just wanted to change. I love traveling. I love getting to know people, and that job was not giving me that at all. So after a year and a bit, I decided to join a business and still combine it with my video making. But I don't know, I'm so happy that I joined, because this year has been crazy for everyone. And if it wasn't, we live now in Tenerife, so if it wasn't for the business that helps me to build an income through online, I would have been left without all my jobs, because pretty much 99% of my jobs were cancelled this year. So now the opportunities that I see here are kind of limitless, because being in Tenerife for the whole year and being able to collaborate with people in the UK, in Poland, Italy, it's something that not many businesses give you, if any, right? For that such an opportunity to connect with people, help people, and get to know them. So really, really grateful for both, for my better health and sort of better future. So that's pretty much in a nutshell my story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. I really love the fact that you said you were skeptical to start off with as well, because I think that's so many people, and it was definitely me before I got started as well. So we managed to turn you around.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So I am not going to tell you too much about myself this evening, because we've got an incredible guest speaker tonight. But I will just say that I have been with the Juice Plus company for 4.5 years now, even though it doesn't feel like that, because as cringe as it sounds, it has been the most incredible journey. But I am now a national marketing director with Juice Plus, and I am 3 to 4 times more now than what I did when I was working in a full-time job. And throughout lockdown, my partner's income was totally wiped out. He's also self-employed. And if it hadn't have been for this business that we started, or I started, as a plan B income, we really would have had absolutely nothing. So you'll hear from a lot of people who start this business up as a part-time income or to earn an extra couple of £100, and will, you know, within time notice that this becomes their main income, and that could most definitely be you. And I'll quickly pass you over to James, and then we're going to introduce our amazing guest speaker.
Yeah, great, everyone. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Thanks, everyone, for amazing stories, and thank you for your participation. Just to say that I have been involved with the company for 32 years, so it's longer than some people have been alive. But, you know, I started it offline. So, you know, if you're thinking, how can this be done? I mean, I know online is obviously the way, and, you know, I love online. Offline really worked for me. And within 3 years, I'd turned an annual income, my annual working income, into a monthly income. Now, I worked like crazy to achieve that, but it's just been so worth it, because since then, I've just had, you know, passive income basically, you know, for the last 29 years. So it's been absolutely incredible, but the best is yet to come. We're just embarking on world expansion. You know, we're just getting going in Malaysia. I just started a new person in Malaysia. So exciting. So the world is our oyster. A hand back to Sarah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, James. So last but not least tonight, we have got an incredible guest speaker, and it's our lovely Emma Snedden. And this lovely lady is someone that I have looked up to massively since I joined the company 4.5 years ago. Feels a little bit surreal that I'm introducing you on a call tonight. So thank you so much, Emma.
You're welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm really good, thank you.
Good. You just absolutely take it away and tell us all about you and your journey with Juice Plus.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Thank you for having me on. I love listening to everybody's stories. It makes me want to sign up all over again. So my name is Emma Snedden. I joined the business as a happy customer back in 2013. So at that point in my life, I was 36 years old. I was working in a corporate job. I had a crazy busy life. I've got 3 kids. I was working. It wasn't unusual for me to work 100 hours a week. Really trying to climb that corporate ladder, very ambitious, juggling kids and home life and business life, and you know, had huge demands on myself that I put up on myself because I wanted to be successful in every area of my life. And that was cool in my 20s. It was cool in my early 30s, and then I got married and had a family, and it became a little bit less cool. I was a little bit less comfortable with the whole rat race. But I wasn't, when I came across Juice Plus as a business opportunity, I wasn't looking for anything new. So some of you guys might have come across this and not be really looking for anything, but that doesn't mean that it isn't for you. Someone shared this with me, a friend of mine, that I'll share his story in a minute. But a friend of mine shared it with me, and I said no to this for about 6 months, but I did say yes to the product first. Mainly because it's honestly something totally simple. I didn't really eat breakfast, which I think is pretty common. I think the statistics are something like 70% of the population don't eat breakfast. I think a lot of mums, any mums on the call, you'll know what I mean. It's like feed the kids, get the packed lunches ready, do everything, and then you get them out the door, you race out the door, and you don't really feed yourself. So sometimes it used to get to lunchtime and I was like, I haven't eaten. And I would just like grab a sandwich in the work canteen, or I was on the road a lot. So quite often I didn't eat anything because there was no healthy food option. Which isn't great for you either. Anyway, so John just introduced me to the complete product, which I know that I think it was Paula talked about earlier. So this was my very first entry-level product, if you like, and I think it's a fantastic entry-level to the brand. The brand itself is amazing, and you heard all about that, so I'm not going to cover it massively, other than to say that everybody needs good nutrition, right? And from a business point of view, when you look at this business, and you look at any business actually, always look at who are your audience, right? What is the size of the market that you can operate in? How big can you build this business if you choose to do that at some point? And with Juice Plus, the size of your audience is the whole world pretty much, right? Womb to tomb, no teeth to no teeth. Everybody needs good nutrition, whether you're 6 months or 60 years or 80 years or whatever, you know, everybody needs good nutrition. None of us are eating enough fruit and vegetables, and this can help. So for me, when I looked at it as a business opportunity, that was something that was really, it made sense to me that everybody needed good nutrition. But for me, right at the very start, I wasn't looking at that. I wasn't looking at good nutrition. I was literally looking at something very simple. So when you're sharing this business with people or the product with people, I always say go back, right back to what people really need, the people that you're speaking to. So if I went through 61 people on this call, all of us would have different needs, different gaps in our diets, different lifestyles. So it's really important that we help people to fix the gap that's in their lifestyle rather than the one that we might think is there. So I always ask people, what are your body goals or struggles? What are the things that you need help with? And honestly, I would say 10 times out of 10, Juice Plus can help. One way or another, there'll be a product that can help. So for me, it helped me to start my day really well. And I dropped a little bit of weight that I wanted to lose. I started to sleep a little bit better. And I remember John saying to me, so like, how are you getting on? I was like, I feel great. Like, I feel really good. I've got a spring in my step that wasn't there before, and I love it. So then I started taking the capsules. Made total sense to me to get 30 fruit and vegetables into my body every single day. My children then started to take the chewables as well. So all of us, over a period of about 6 months, the whole family started to take Juice Plus, and we've never looked back since. So joining the business when that opportunity came along for me made total sense, because I was doing it anyway. Because that's what we do, isn't it? When we love something, or when we experience something that we love, we tell everybody about it. Like, I really want you to think about that, when you haven't seen, especially at the moment, right, when you haven't seen someone for ages, you haven't seen your friend or your sister or work colleague or whatever, and they appear in front of you and they look fabulous. Their skin's great, their hair's great, they've maybe dropped a bit of weight, and they've maybe been like, oh, what have you been doing? Right? What is going on? You look amazing. And they'll tell you maybe the products that they're using, or the gym that they're going to, or the diet plan that they're following, or whatever, the hairdresser that they go to, nail technician that they use, all of that stuff. So for me, when I first started taking the products, that's what happened. People noticed the spring in my step, the more energy that I had. I was putting it on my social media, that I was feeling great, and I had more energy, and everybody wanted to know. Everybody wanted to know. So I was like, I take these products, I feel amazing. Where can I get them? My friend can get them for you. Right? So I'm sending everybody to John. So John said to me, look, Emma, there's a business attached to this product that you love. And I remember it really clearly. I was running out of the gym in the morning. I used to go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning because it was the only time that I could fit it in with work. And he was my personal trainer at the time. And he said, like, there's a business opportunity attached to this product that you love. And I was like, forget it. Like, I'm not interested. I haven't got time. Like, forget it. And as I was running down the stairs in this gym, he just went, it's designed for busy people. And I was like, bye. I jumped in my car and got on with my day. But I remember it really clearly because it kind of went round in my head, and I trusted him and I liked him, and I'd got good results with the product, and I'd got good results in his gym. And I thought, why would he share something with me if it wasn't, a good thing? Anyway, so fast forward, I decided to get involved. It was £50. Like, what have you got? It's 50 quid. It's not £5,000. It's 50 quid. It's the cost of a night out. And frankly, we're not going out at the moment anyway. So you may as well invest that in yourself, in a business, right? So it was £50 to get involved. And I just thought, if I can earn a couple of £100 a month, stick it in the bank for Christmas, fantastic. And that was February 2013. That month I earned £487. And I remember thinking, that's pretty good. I haven't really done that much. I've been sort of pottering about on Facebook a little bit, sharing the product with my friends and family a little bit. And I've never earned any less than that since, by the way. And that was back in nearly 8 years ago. And the following month, I did a little bit more, spoke to a few more people, started to build a little bit of a team. Absolutely loved it. It's so much fun. In and around my job, I still had my full-time job, still had my kids and all of the stuff, and it just fitted into my life like that. So the second month, I earned just over £1,000. And I remember thinking, haven't actually done all that much. This is not hard work. It's lots of fun. At that time, we were able to go to live events, and I could go, meet people face to face. And I'm sure that will come back, but Zoom is amazing for the time being. It's the same thing, as much as we can do it. And I've never earned any less than that since. That was my second month in the business. I've never earned any less than that since. And that was kind of when I remember thinking, well, if I can earn £1,000 a month, maybe I could earn £2,000 a month, maybe. And then I went to an event and I heard a bit like this, but live, and I heard a few stories from a few people who were sharing, like, one of the girls had earned £2,500 that month, and she'd been at the park all day with her kids. And I thought, hold on a minute, like, I've been at work all day. I was working every hour that God sent. Like, I swear to God, honestly, I would put the kids to bed and I'd lift my laptop would be back open, and I'd work at night as well. It was absolutely constant. And it was just, it started to niggle at me that I thought, well, what if this is a way for me to replace my full-time income? I couldn't walk away from my job. I didn't really want to at that point, but I needed the money. Like, more, you know, the more you earn, the more your expenses go up. You get a bigger house and a bigger car and bigger bills, and then you have a baby and they've got like nursery fees, and everything just goes up and up and up. And I was like, I haven't got the option. I felt like I had no option. So this gave me my options back at 36, and I was like, this is like, maybe. And it was just a little thing, just a little maybe, just a little niggle. I didn't know, like, people like James were around who'd been doing this for 30 years. I didn't know. I thought it was a kind of a newish thing. I didn't really know very much about it. But I just remember thinking, what if this is the thing? And at the same time, this is a really important part of the story that I want to share with you guys if you're looking at this as a business opportunity for yourself, is at the same time, I was going for a promotion in my business, my corporate life. And my boss rang me at 8 o'clock at night, and he said to me, I want you to come down to the office. Now, I lived in Manchester at the time, and the office was in Hemel Hempstead, which is a good 4 or 5 hour drive without any traffic, which there's always traffic on the M1, M6, that kind of corridor. Anyway, cut a long story short, I put the kids to bed. I left the house at 10:30. I drove through the night. I stayed in a hotel for about a minute. I got up in the morning, went into the office at 6:30, and thinking I was going to get this promotion. I had done everything, ticked all the boxes, achieved all the things, everything. I thought I was getting this promotion. And basically he told me, thanks for everything that you're doing. It's absolutely brilliant, but we've brought in somebody external for that position, and I wanted to tell you face to face. And I was like, and you sort of go, okay, thanks for the, if you could give me any feedback on anything I could have done different. Makes me cringe now. Anyway, so I got back in my car and I was devastated, not just because of the promotion, but what that would have done would enable me to be nearer home. So I wouldn't have been traveling quite so much. I would have been maybe there for the school run from time to time, and it would have changed my lifestyle considerably because my account would have been nearer home. So I got back in the car and I drove, and this is the bit I want you to think about for your own life. And I just started Juice Plus at this point. I just earned about that £1,000 that month. And I sat in the car, stuck between junction 15 and 16 on the M6. If you know that motorway, you'll know the road I mean, that bit, right? It's a really long junction. Stressing about picking the kids up from nursery, worrying about, like, what am I doing with my life? And this now, that job was mine and it's not mine now. So it's another 2 or 3 years at least before that's going to come up again. And I was 36 years old, and I thought, what is the next, if I look forward 10 years, and I want you to do this while I'm talking, look at 10 years from now, whatever you've got going on in your life, whether you're 20 or 40 or 60 or 80, whatever, 10 years from now, what does your life look like if you don't do anything different? And that's what I thought, what happens 10 years from now? And I thought, I'll be 46. And it's exactly the same. Still working really long hours, and the only thing that was different in my whole life was the kids were older. So at that point they were 3 and 5, and I thought they'll be 13 and 15, and I would have missed everything. Missed parents' evening, missed sports day, missed, they couldn't have friends over after school because I was at work. They couldn't do camps or netball or anything. And I said that, and I thought, right, okay, what about 20 years from now? I'll be 56. What does my life look like then if I don't make any changes? And that was a real moment for me, and the reason I share it is because I think it's so important, because we bimble through life a little bit, don't we? We're like, just get up, get dressed, get the kids to school, go to work, come home, have tea, get the kids to bed, get yourself to bed, get up. And it's like Groundhog Day. And it's not that you're unhappy. You don't have to be unhappy. You don't have to be looking for anything. But life passes us by if we're not careful. And that was what was happening to me. And I thought, hold on a minute. I don't remember sitting down with my husband and going, shall we have a family? And then shall we just never see them and never see each other? That sounds like it was just not what was planned, but that was what had happened. So this business gave me choices, and it gave me, and I don't know without this how I ever would have got out of that situation. I would still be in it, I think. And here I am now at 44, so I'm almost at that 10 years on stage, right? You know, and life is very different because of the Juice Plus company, because I saw and heard and realized that everybody who's very successful at this is totally normal, right? They're all just average Joes, and that's not to disrespect anybody. I include myself very firmly in the middle of that average Joe description, right? We're all just normal. Mums, dads, young people, old people, tall people, short people, fat people, thin people, people from every ethnic background, people from every sexuality you can probably think of, anybody and everybody. I've never come across a more egalitarian business where whoever you are and whatever you've got going on in your life, you can just show up like now, tomorrow, and get started. You don't need to know anything more than you already know. You don't need to be anything more. You'll grow in the business anyway, but you don't need to be anything more than who you are to get started. So for me, I saw that and thought, I'm having it, right? If that is possible, you know, if James can do this for 30 years and live, what did you say, international man of mystery, people used to call you, James? I remember you telling me that, right? And you hear these stories, and you do this call every week, and you hear different stories every week for people who are, you know, setting themselves free from a life that maybe made them miserable, creating second incomes that are making it easier to live their lives, taking the stress out of their lives every single day. People are doing this every single day, joining the business, earning an income, you know, and creating a stress-free life for themselves. And you can do the same. And I thought, well, if they're doing it, I'm doing it. Why not? Why can't I have what everybody else has got? Why can't I have a life where I get to, you know, be at home with the kids in the morning, be there when they come home from school at night? And that's what I've got now. So basically, I jumped in with both feet, decided to give it everything I'd got for 12 months. And I was like, I had to get my husband on board. I had to, you know, say to the kids, look, I'm going to be on Zoom calls at night. I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be at events and things, but we're going to give this everything we've got for 12 months and let's just see what's possible. And by the end, by 10 months in, I was at the top of the marketing plan. I'd earned all the bonuses that you could get. I was able to leave my full-time job in less than a year. I completely replaced my corporate income. I had a 6-figure corporate salary at that point. I completely replaced that with my Juice Plus income. I retired my husband from his corporate salary as well, because I've replaced his as well. So he was able to retire at 39. We have just recently relocated back to Ireland, which is where I'm originally from. So I'm now able to be near my family, which right at the moment has just been such a godsend in the last 12 months for us. And it's just, my kids don't remember when I used to go to work. They don't remember when mummy used to not be here in the morning. They don't remember when mummy wasn't here at night to put them to bed anymore. And it's just, it's not just about the money, right? And people do talk about, even the bonuses are amazing. £120,000 of bonuses. Yes, I'll take them all. Thank you very much. But it's not just that. It's about what that money can do for you in your life, and and the choices that it will enable you to have. And you know yourself, Sarah, from like you're working your way through the marketing plan. You've got yourself the national marketing director. It starts to make you open your eyes to what this really is. It doesn't start out like that. If you're just getting started, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But when you can see that vision for yourself, rather than going, oh, that's lovely for her, I'm really pleased for her, what I want you to think is, what would that look like for me? If I do what she did, if I do what James has done, if I do what Sarah's done, if I do what these other guys have shared, if I do that, what does this look like for me in my life, in my situation, and what I've got going on for my children or for my job? And it can be whatever you want it to be. And I'm conscious I've spoken for quite a while, but I just want you to wrap it up with this. It can be whatever you want it to be, right? If you want this to be a small additional income, pay the bills, get rid of some credit card debt, you know, at the minute, a second income is a savvy thing to have right now, I would suggest, right? Then that's cool. We'll help you. You know, we'll help you. We'll hold your hand. You're in business for yourself, but absolutely not by yourself, right? Totally. You know, we walk backwards and we take people with us. We'll hold your hand. We'll hold the back of the bicycle until you can cycle it on your own. If you just want to interview, you know, 300 quid a month is $3.5 grand a year. It's a cracking holiday. It's a fabulous Christmas. It's a credit card bill or whatever, bill paid off. But if you want it to be more than that, if you want it to be life changing, if you want it to be, you know, if you want to be a work from home mum, if you want to be a dad who's there to be able to bath the kids at night and be there when they come home from school, if you want that, then you can have that as well. And all it requires is more of the same, right? What you learn at the beginning about how to build a team and how to get a few customers, what you learn at the beginning to get to Partner Plus is exactly what you do to get to PMD Plus with the 40 grand bonus at the end. It's the same stuff. It might even be some of the same customers, right? I bet James has got customers he's had for 10, 15, 20, 25 years who still buy the product every month, right? So what you're doing right now, if you're at the beginning of this or if you decide to get started, everything you do, you will be earning while you're learning, and you'll be creating an income that will pay you every single month for the rest of your life. The size of that income, that bit's up to you. You get to choose. And I don't know anywhere else in your life where you just get to choose apart from this. So I would suggest that you go back to the person who invited you on this call or shared this recording with you. Don't ask any more questions. Just get stuck in. See what you can do in the next 3 months. See what you can do in the next 3 months, because if you do this well in the next 3 months, you can turn your £50 investment into £3,000. And I know that because there's girls in my team, and one of them's on here who's just done that. So you can definitely do that, and it's definitely possible. So good luck. I wish you all the best with it.
Oh my God, Emma, that was amazing. I don't know what it is, but every time I hear you speak, it makes me feel emotional. Just the way that it obviously relates to so many people's different lives and different backgrounds and what you've achieved. So I can't thank you enough for coming on tonight and sharing your story with us. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. It's a group of us. You know yourself, Sarah. It's a group of us all together, right? It's no one is an island. Nobody can do this on their own. The more that you can help other people, the best advice I can give you, all of you, was the best advice that I ever got. If you help other people to get what they want, you'll get everything that you want. And there's never a truer sentence in our business than that.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Emma, so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on. I've loved it.
Thank you. And thank you so much, James, our amazing James, for arranging all of our incredible guest speakers. And thank you to everyone who shared their story tonight. And as Emma said, pop whoever invited you onto the call a message and they will get you signed up and get you ready to go. Thank you, everybody, and good night. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.